I'm Brian, that's Michelle, this is Jeremy, and this is our topic of the week.
Why are ghosts bad at lying?
Because you can... What?
Because you can see right through them.
Yay!
Okay.
Subscribe to our channel at youtube.com/withoutparolegames for more interesting jokes.
It was a Halloween joke.
Friendly,
All right, fine.
family-friendly jokes.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you have any jokes of your own to submit, hit us up on Facebook, I guess. Send us a message or leave a comment below.
Or comment below.
Yep, absolutely. And support us on Patreon if you think we
are awesome. If you think we're awesome.
Patreon.com/withoutparolegames. That should take you right to your donation destination.
Donation destination.
Donation destination.
Oh, wow, I love that.
Yep. You can tell that you love it.
Okay.
All right, so this is our topic of the week. It seems a little bit late, but we're actually filming this episode on Halloween, so we just want to talk about like our favorite Halloween stuff, Halloween the holiday, Halloween memories, scary games, books, movies, anything we feel like talking about.
Sweet.
I think it's pretty obvious that this is my favorite holiday.
Is it?
You're so light and cheery.
You don't... Brian is the loneliest member.
Aww.
What,
So sad.
I feel like you're not so much a Halloween guy, despite being the only one with face paint on.
That's
yeah,
true.
I mean, whatever. It's cold and shit. And, I mean, whatever. I really like and I dig, and you guys know the whole, freaking yourself out because of, being in an environment that's really, I love that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I love the false type of it, like, dressing up to do it. I like the real shit that you just, like,
I love dressing up.
yeah, that. And it stopped me from playing VR once a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I decided one night, I'm going to play VR. And I, like, where my dishes are, I had one of my cups. I'd
He's
washed
got a bigger
cup.
helmet than that.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's what she said.
Lord Helmet.
Darth helmet.
Darth Helmet, yeah.
Okay.
But, I had my cups on one of the drying racks, right?
Yeah.
Was it upside down?
Glass, yes, to dry out,
Okay, yeah,
Drying
fair enough,
rack.
yeah.
And I literally was like, in my head, I'm going to play VR tonight. Fuck, feeling spooked.
Yeah.
Spooks.
Maybe like 3 minutes later, that cup just fell out of the thing. I'm like, all right. And I remember uncomfortably laughing and walking over to like just turn it up and be like, it's right here. Thinking I'm walking in the ghost. Oof. So I didn't play VR that night.
Oh, okay.
But that was spooky. And I didn't
your
like
house
that.
is haunted.
Yeah, but it's not a violent ghost.
It's just an annoying ghost?
Well, what's getting me nervous is it feels like it's happening more frequently. So is it getting angrier, or is it like it notices me? So now I'm happy and I'm
Maybe
interacting.
it notices that you notice.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What if one time it's going to try to speak? I'm freaking myself out.
It's going to speak
And
to
it's
you?
going to be like, Jeremy.
Do you know
it's going to be one of those things where it's
do you know
wicked
what's really
dark at night?
happening right now?
You know what I'm saying?
He's schizophrenic and he doesn't know yet.
I know, but what if it's my mind moving things? What if I'm like, you know what I mean?
It's not your mind. It
No,
only
it's
happens
not.
at your house.
That'd be awesome.
That would be
would it be
awesome.
because
You'd officially be the coolest person I know.
Yeah, but because
I feel
listen,
like we'd get more subscribers.
it might solely be at my
Move
house
the doll
because
head.
for some strange reason I feel like it's a ghost doing it, not my own brain. What? Oh, the tables?
No, I said move
Carlos?
the doll head with your mind.
My ghost, Carlos? Is it
Carlos,
you?
where are you?
No.
Okay.
Juan.
Juan.
But it's
That's your ghost.
Juan.
Juan.
That's right.
I'm coming.
Anybody?
No.
Okay.
Let it go.
Yep. So I think Halloween is... I've always loved Halloween, and I think it's actually gotten better through the years for me. I think as a kid, it's, it can be kind of terrifying, I think, to have to go and, like, be around a bunch of people you don't know, and you're all in costume, so you can't really recognize anybody. And as you get, like, slightly older, that becomes more fun, and, trick-or-treating and everything. And you always had the houses that you'd go to who had, like, the best candy.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Everyone knew where to go, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then everyone else knew
Sometimes
where not to go.
you like to just go into the rich neighborhoods because they give out the big bars of candy.
Bars,
yeah.
Oh, it's such a score. And sometimes they give you money, but I don't want money, I want candy.
I remember there
I had
a
a
house that
neighbor
gave out
that
$1 bill to every single kid, and I was like, Jesus.
We had a neighbor. We called them
hundreds
the.
of dollars.
I'm gonna change my costume. And just
We
keep
called them
going.
the raincoat people, but they used to wrap up
I'm
like
glad you
maybe
got this
a
funny.
nickel and a dime together in a tissue with tape.
a nickel and a dime and a tissue with tape.
Or it could be a quarter and a dime. It was random amounts.
Wow.
You know,
That's-
and it was weird.
No.
The raincoat people.
The raincoat
I'll tell you,
people.
Yeah, I'll tell you more.
Why would
another
you
time.
ever go back there?
No, when we were kids.
Okay.
I've never gone back there.
They're just on the route. I think you go every year.
Yeah, they used to be right at the corner of where I used to live.
I think might as well
Like
get
right
our
there.
15 cents.
Yeah.
Let's go collect the tax.
My-
Just go there. Like,
Yeah.
why not? Let's see them. We also were kind of terrified of them, so we were like, let's go to the raincoat people's house.
See what happens.
And they'd answer like, hello, and they'd throw the
Do they talk like that?
From how I remember,
That is
it's
weird,
like, don't touch me, thank you.
I remember.
Here you go.
I remember when I was like 7 or 8 in the neighborhood I lived in. It was like the best house, the one that gave you the big candy bars and sometimes $1. Strangely, like they always hooked it up. It was also like the creepiest house in the neighborhood, and you had to go around the back all the way up these creepy steps, and everyone, of course,
You have to
assumed
go
that it
up
was.
steps.
Oh yeah, it was worse than your place.
Did they light it up and say, please come?
Oh God.
No, it was like you had to know that they like.
They wanted you up there.
Yep, and so you go through all of this, and you're scared
that's
out
how
of your
people get
mind
kidnapped.
as a 7-year-old, right?
Ooh,
Yeah.
you should be.
And then you
Yeah.
get up there, and then they're so friendly, and they're like, "Here you go, big candy bar
Were
or a
they
dollar
older
bill."
people, younger people?
I think older.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was every year. It was always like, "Are we brave enough to go to
That's
this big
cute.
scary house to get the reward?"
Yeah.
And we always were.
Yay,
Yeah.
you're brave.
Yay.
Yep.
My favorite part of Halloween is making costumes. And then costume watching, of course. People watching is fantastic. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I think it's awesome to work at a restaurant, especially like around holiday
yeah.
time. Rocky Horror Picture Show was in town at
They
the
had that
Hanover.
at the Hanover, yeah.
On Friday night, 7:30.
And so we saw lots of people dressed up as, as
yeah, you
Rocky, etc.
Oh, it was awesome.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't tell you, actually. I went back after the gym, back to Bocado, and a new huge crowd of Rocky Horror people came in, and they were so cool. And then, so we were just kind of talking back and forth, and they sang for a little bit. It was funny.
They sang?
Well, it was like a brief moment of like,
Drunkenness.
yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Awesome.
But it was great.
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I mean, like, we didn't even cover that yet. It's like, geez, that's such a tradition to like go see that at midnight somewhere and yell out the lines from the
Throw
from
the toilet
seats.
paper.
Right.
I've never seen it in the theater, and I've only seen the movie once.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Long
it's the kind of thing that
Would you like to borrow it?
Oh.
if
You're
you,
like, no.
I feel like for next year,
What was that?
for next year we need to be prepared. We need to find a showing of it, and like, of course, like, you know, make sure you know like all of
Let's
the things
request
to
off
do.
now.
Right, let's do it. Yeah, it's such a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
much fun.
But as getting older for Halloween, it's like, you know, when trick or treat comes and goes and stuff, and like you're like, okay, I'm definitely too old now that I'm 30.
Right.
You're like finally cutting yourself off. You like, it's still cool for other reasons. Like it becomes like this like slutty drunken holiday as you get older because.
Oh, it totally transitions. Yeah.
Because every single person you know, whatever they're going as, like a cat, a zombie, a ghost, it's actually a slutty cat, a slutty,
Yeah,
a
it's
Yeah.
slutty
like
zombie.
become a
It's like,
thing.
what
Yeah.
happened? Oh,
Yeah.
it's a thing.
And
Yeah.
then you get
Yeah.
drunk and fuck. It's awesome. Like Halloween parties were always
What
the
Halloween
best.
parties you go to?
Up,
What Halloween parties aren't you
up
going
until
to?
3 years ago, awesome ones. Yeah. I mean, so yeah, it's kind of grown with me, which is kind of fun. It's been a
Very cool.
evolving holiday.
It is. It really is. I think Christmas is too. They all are, really.
You think
It
so?
all changes. Yeah. Well, you get so excited as a kid for Christmas, and as you get older, you're like, damn it, I have to spend so much money.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Christmas is a whole nother topic, but the way it evolved in my family, at least, was, you know, we decided to just say, you know, this is a holiday for kids. You know, like
Yeah.
kids are excited about presents. There's nothing my parents can buy me that I want that like I don't
Yeah.
already get for myself.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and of course my parents are like, there's nothing we want from you, and the last
love,
thing we
right.
want is spending money on them.
all
right?
you want to do is spend time together.
That's all we want to do, and that's what Christmas and Thanksgiving, especially those holidays, should be about. Like reminding yourself to see your family.
Yeah.
Not that I don't do it already, but that's the part of the holiday I enjoy is being okay. You know, it's like maybe my extended family can be a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
but I'm gonna take some time and hang out with them.
Yeah.
So you can't choose your family,
No.
no, but you can choose your Halloween costume.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. So
Yeah.
Halloween evolved for me,
Yeah.
but it evolved again for you. And as soon as you had kids,
Oh yeah.
right? So trick or
Yeah,
treating
you
came
like
right
flipped
back.
right back. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of flips right back.
So like, what's that experience like? Is it? It must be like, is it nerve wracking?
It's
Like,
a little hectic, you know. It's two girls getting them ready, this and that and this, and you know, in the costumes and. But once everything's done, it's funny, you know, seeing them all dressed up and shit like that, you know. And
Ooh, did they cover pumpkin? I got really excited. Sorry, I did. Yeah. That happens.
I want a pumpkin.
you know, call me lazy, and I didn't want to deal with them and like knives and. No way, they're too little for that. Well, I don't know, 7 and 5. I think it's too
or,
young.
you know, you carve the pumpkin and then
Yeah, I
but
didn't
you
wanna
like bake the pumpkin seeds.
That's
They're
the thing.
so tasty. Oh,
Pumpkin seeds.
We
my
painted
favorite.
them instead.
good.
We got a bunch of paint and we painted them with jewels and gems and shit like
Oh,
that
nice.
instead
Very
of carving
cool.
them. So
Yeah.
they're all painted.
Now, do you, as a
Interesting.
parent, you get like super nervous about like you have to go through all the candy and make sure everything looks like legit, or
Oh yeah, well I mean you do it quick and it's pretty obvious, you know, what's legit. They're all pretty good. Plus the neighborhood, you know, it's a nice neighborhood.
yeah.
You know, unless you're going to some sketch ass place and
like my neighborhood,
yeah, you know, somewhere.
Like where you live.
like around Without Parole Game Studios.
Yeah. But anyways, you know, generally it's you know it's they're all you know who you're going to in
Right.
the neighborhood.
Yeah,
You know.
I know.
But yeah. And then the other part is I'm eating too much candy, too close to bed.
Oh, of course.
It's like you know.
People get more cavities around this time of year.
Now when because you go out and trick or treat with your kids, there's no one at home to pass out candy.
No, usually their aunt will stay behind and answer the door, but not this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
Ooh.
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 Oh,
Thank you.
how long did that go for?
Who knows?
All right, so one quick thing. Do you remember
this
when
could be bonus footage as long as Michelle doesn't turn the camera off on us this week.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So what were you gonna say, Jeremy?
So
I'm editing that out.
about things that scare me. My ankle's getting grabbed.
Yeah.
Being close to the edge of the bed. At my
Oh my
age,
God, all the
I
time. Nope, don't know.
still fear something grabbing my ankle. Or sleeping with my feet extended out of my covers,
Yeah.
something
Also
grabbing my
agree.
ankle.
Can't do that. Yeah.
Can't do it.
And
Nope.
I blame Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah. Explain this to me.
So when I was a kid, back when it was like Unsolved Mystery days with Tim Stack?
Robert Stack.
Robert Stack, that's what it was.
Wow.
There was something, thank you.
I have like 3 brain cells left.
Yeah,
They're
you
all
pulled
working
that
together.
one right out. That show used to freak me out.
Oh,
due to
absolutely.
alien things.
The music alone.
Oh, terrifying.
Creepy.
If I was in a room now at my age and I heard something, I'd be like, turn that off.
Yep.
You know, I couldn't watch it. I'd leave.
What is this?
Unsolved
Mysteries.
It was real stories
Yeah.
about like kids getting abducted or like aliens or this or that. Like
Death,
real reports.
cults. Yeah,
Yep.
it's just terrifying shit.
And
And
even-
Robert Stack was
Robert Stack.
his best radio voice ever type of things. Like, you know.
He was creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bet it's on Netflix.
Oh, so Dan Aykroyd had something. I don't remember what little mystery type of show he had, but he talked about.
Remember that?
You know what I'm talking about?
It was kind of like low budget, right?
Yeah, very low budget. Didn't last very long.
Nope.
Didn't take off like Rescue 911 did for William Shatner. Remember that?
Oh,
somehow?
yeah.
But
Wow.
so his thing was he was telling a ghost story, or not a ghost story, but he had a guest on there, and he was talking about how he was sleeping, and then this violent ghost that he lived with, or whatever, in the middle of the night, it woke him up because it grabbed his ankles and was just shaking him like this at the edge of his bed, and then it was gone. And I heard that and watched that at some point when I was pretty young,
Maybe
and I'm
he's
like,
also schizophrenic.
burn in there forever. Ankles done.
Done.
That's it.
And tonight you're going to be very scared.
Oh,
when
there's
you
so
go to
much
bed.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were planning on going to the Factory of Terror.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
scared
sad I
of the
can't go
dark.
this year.
If you're not from
You've never been?
the area,
It's really fun.
probably the best thing to do on Halloween or the month of leading up to Halloween in Worcester is the Factory of Terror because it's
Yeah.
local
Oh,
and
are we
it's
still recording?
oh yeah this is bonus footage.
Yeah.
I don't like it. And it is you can get through the whole thing in like 20-25
Yeah.
minutes roughly. It's not
Yeah.
that long. But it's scary as hell.
Pretty neat too.
Yeah.
The 3D part.
Yeah.
The glasses.
So
It's
tonight
exhausting.
it was because it's Halloween. It was Lights Out. So you
Lights
go
out
through
night.
it.
What do you mean?
You exactly how it sounds. Lights
turn all
out.
the-
They give you one little mini flashlight,
that's
Tiny
awesome.
little flashlight.
That's
and then you
sick.
go through.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we opted out. Instead, we stayed in, watched scary movies.
Oh, that's
In Devil's
Oh,
Due.
it was fun.
We
Yeah.
watched Devil's Due, which was just random decision to.
It was random, but it was really good. I jumped a few times.
Yeah.
And typically we hate most movies that we watch
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're
They're not
a
always
lot of
scary.
them are
awful.
pretty bad. Yeah,
Always awful.
especially scary movies. They're
Yeah.
not very scary
But this one
anymore.
wasn't that bad
Yeah.
though. It was
Yeah.
It's like
had a
10%.
good plot
Yeah,
and
it's-
everything.
Yep. This was good. Yeah. There was
And
everything leading
definitely
up.
creepy.
Yep. Everything leading up to the chaos at the end was like pretty good, and like a lot of jump scares and
Yeah,
some
basically
good suspense.
Lady pregnant with a demon in her stomach. So
That's always good.
yeah, like
You know.
going grocery shopping, not really sure what's happening, and then she was a vegetarian and she's just staring at the meat for a second, and then she just opens it up and starts eating it.
Wait, that's like that movie that's coming out about the girl that goes to the veterinary school, and then they want to initiate her in there, so they make her like eat raw chicken or something. She doesn't want to, and then she does all of them, and then anyways,
doesn't
then
sound
she
healthy.
starts to kill and like cannibalize.
What is this? I've never heard of
Oh
this.
wow.
Yeah. I don't know the name.
Cannibalize.
You just gotta go on IMDb or something. It's coming out.
I'll
It's
probably
already
just throw the name
it's
up
coming
here.
out very soon. I can't think of the name of it.
Sometimes I don't edit the topic of the week. Sometimes I just let it run. Like
Yeah.
throw our names up there
Why
and
not?
don't even watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So lazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, stop. Glitter.
Ooh. Boo.
Ring.
that's not happening.
No,
Aw.
not anymore.
That's really it. Happy Halloween. We'll see you next year.
Halloween.
And also,
Next year,
Year?
we're not
well,
taking a
for
hiatus.
Halloween.
Oh,
Yeah.
for our Halloween
Yeah,
special.
it is. I'm
Yeah.
going on vacation.
What is he talking about?
The videos go up like 6 days a week on this channel. It's like, we'll see you tomorrow for something or another.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Gaming Without Parole. It's part 2 of why we love scary games. So let the scariness continue.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember, I won on yesterday's episode.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, just rub that in.
Yeah, it never
no big
happens.
deal.